going on, everyone? Raptor Rising. Today we are testing the ALQ-184 long. Let's see if there are any viable differences between it and the short. Let's get to it. First up, we'll do a control test with no ECM use at all. Just to see how everything reacts without trying to defend ourselves. You can see there's no pod on the aircraft. We're here. We're already being pinged by that SA-2. You can see we're outside of the threat ring, but we're closing quickly. Let's see what happens. Put it in air-to-ground mode, get my arms ready. You can see I've already been launched, and that is as soon as we've entered the threat ring for the SA-2. So I'm going to pick shoot off some magnums at them, some harms. Magnum first one, and Magnum on the second one. And I'm going to go defensive because those are very threatening missiles. There, you can see right inside the threat ring. Okay, we're going to check out priority mode 1 now. See how the air defenses react to the long pod in priority mode 1. There we go. Put it in semi-auto. Let's press in. Grab the harms, get the hat up. Close in. Alright, we're already being pinged. We're giving consent. Jammer's on. Now, just to reconfirm, the priority mode 1 jammer is it will not inhibit radar operations. So, getting real close now to the threat ring. You can see that the jammer actually broke the lock on the SA-2. And it's trying to reacquire, so jammer's back on. We are just now reaching the maximum threat ring for the SA-2 there. I'm going to turn a little bit and try to give the HTS pod some triangulation so that it can get a little bit more accurate. You can see right now it's about 1.3 nautical miles from the target range or so. By the way, this library is amazing. You guys should check it out. I'll try to link it. Alright, we're inside of a mile from the HTS pod, being able to detect that. Zoom in here. So the SA-2 that's pinging us looks like we're about just inside of 20 miles from it. And I've fired off one harm, so Magnum. And I'll get that snowdrift as well. Magnum. About 15 miles. Just keep pushing in and see what happens. And they've launched on us. 15 miles. Thereabouts, anyway. Just go defensive because those missiles are definitely going to be threatening. Obviously, just like with the other video, you wouldn't press in on a SAM site after you've launched your missiles at them, but we're just doing testing to see when they want to try to take us out. You can see the missiles are blowing up, which is good. Cut it a little bit closer, but I'm good. Got away from him. Alright, so that was fairly successful. Now let's check out priority mode 2, which is the mode that will inhibit radar operation. Get all the functions turned on. It's in semi-auto. The harms powered up, pad on, all that fun stuff. See, we're completely decked out for the see you roll chaffing already. Thank you for that. Semi-auto mode. Okay, there, it broke the lock. And we're just now starting to touch the maximum threat for the weapon engagement zone of that SA-2. Triangulate the source a little bit, try to get the harm a bit more accurate. That's within a mile now. We're within the weapon engagement zone of that SA-2. Magnum fired on the SA-2, pick up the snowdrift, Magnum on that. And now they've launched on me, and kind of disappointingly, it's a little bit further out than I would have expected. It's something like 18, 19 miles that that SA-2 started launching on me, so strange, I think, that the priority 2 mode would be less effective than the priority 1. But there you have it. Just going defensive. Bleed off some of those, some of the energy of those missiles. And it's gone. Alright, let's just try in broadcast mode, transmit mode, see how that behaves there. I skipped a couple of bits here, but we're launching on the SAM sites. We're well within the weapon engagement zones here. Magnum ×2 on the same targets. Those are the ones that seem to open up on us usually. And there's the launch. We are much closer this time. Those threats are maybe 11, 12 miles, so very effective in broadcast mode. Really do some evasive maneuvers here to try to avoid those missiles. They've definitely got a lot of energy this close in. Yeah, pop, pop, there they go. Got nothing on me. The SA-11, on the other hand, seeing that each launcher has its own tracking radar, makes it a very difficult target to attack. So you can see they're aggressively launching on me even now with the snowdrift gone. They're pretty mad, I guess. But we're fairly far away from that, and we've got a lot of energy, so I'm not too worried. You can see they're just exploding before they even get close to me. Alright, let's wrap it up with some closing thoughts. It doesn't seem like the long pod does anything better than the short pod, except for the broadcast mode. It looks like that, because of the length of the pod and the more antennae that it has, it does definitely really seem to keep the bad guys at bay, so to speak. So I don't see a reason why you would take the short pod over the long pod if you had both. It seems like the long pod gives you just a little bit more protection in broadcast mode, and there's really no reason to worry about it otherwise. But yeah, interesting findings. Really cool. And the Viper is full-fledged seed capable now. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and a subscribe. Catch you guys next time. It's been Raptor Rising. Out.